Hi, Matt Powell here. In this video, we will go through the step-by-step process to set up your own cryptocurrency trust without a lawyer. And at the end of the video, if you decide this is right for you, please use the link in the description area for more information. But first, let me share with you some important information about a trust. A trust will allow you to avoid probate for any assets put into the various trusts. One question I get all the time is, can I use a trust to avoid taxes? This is not tax advice, and you should talk to your accountant. But in most cases, any tax burden flows from the trust to you, the grantor. So the trust does not change the tax situation. And when you die, the tax burden will pass to the beneficiary of the trust. The bottom line is a trust will not allow you to avoid taxes. Any income earned in your trust flows through and to the beneficiaries who, when they file their tax return, should show any income they earned while the crypto is held in the trust. Do you need an attorney to set up a trust? It's always better choice to have an attorney review your trust to make sure it complies with your state laws or to make sure that your trust does not cause a consequence that you did not intend. However, most people can set up a simple personal property trust on their own. To avoid probate and to allow you to maintain control of the trust, you name yourself as the trustee of the trust, and you name the beneficiary as the person who will receive the cryptocurrency upon your death. However, you also name the beneficiary as the successor trustee. By naming your beneficiary also as your successor trustee, this will allow your successor trustee to take over the trust to keep it going if they choose, while giving them the right to end the trust and take the cryptocurrency out if they want to. I have used a few different legal terms. Let me define the most important ones. Grantor. Grantor is the person who sets up and owns the trust. Trustee is the person who holds title to the property for the benefit of another. Beneficiary is the person who gets the contents of the trust when the grantor dies, or who the trustee is holding the property for the benefit of the beneficiary. Successor trustee is the person who takes over the role of the trustee if something happens to the first trustee. Successor beneficiary is the person who gets the trust if the first beneficiary dies before the grantor. In some states, you can't be the sole trustee and the sole grantor, but in some states you can be both. If your states prohibit this, then you just add a friend or relative as your co-trustee. And no, you don't have to give them access to your private keys. Also, you can't be the sole trustee and the sole beneficiary because that's not a trust. What formalities should you consider following if you are creating a trust that will pass your crypto at your death? You want to sign the trust with the same formalities required as a will. You want to have what is called a self-proving affidavit. This means you sign the trust in the presence of two disinterested witnesses, all in front of a notary. People often ask me, do these strangers get to read the trust? The answer is no. You simply tell them that you are creating a private personal property trust and they are only going to witness your signature to the trust. Now let me walk you through the trust template. The first thing you should do is give your trust a name. Any name will work, and because I suggest having separate trusts for each person, you might name the trust after the person you want to receive your crypto upon your death. For example, we will call this the John Smith Cryptocurrency Trust Agreement. Then the next thing you do is you enter your name as the grantor. Next, you enter your name as the trustee. Next, you type in the name of your beneficiary, which would be John Smith. And I suggest you add a successor beneficiary. We'll use Mary Smith. Or if you want even a third beneficiary, Susie Smith. Next, you name your successor trustee. Here, I suggest you designate your first beneficiary as the successor trustee, John Smith. However, if John is too young or not able to manage his own affairs, you select whoever you want to manage the trust for your beneficiary and name that person as the successor trustee. The law requires the trustee to have certain duties to make this a valid trust. The good news is that the duties of a trustee are easy to perform. The trust form has 3 trustee duties, and they are: check for the software updates to the crypto wallets, charge the battery of the crypto wallet if you have one, and 3, stay abreast of any splitting or forking of the crypto in the trust. Here's another important consideration. I suggest you put all of your crypto that you want to go to the beneficiary on one wallet. However, with the diversification of cryptocurrencies, you might need more than one wallet. If so, put both hard wallets in the same trust. And each trust must have their own separate set of wallets per heir. Do not mix trusts and wallets. Every trust should have their own unique wallets. This will save countless headaches later on. Separate wallets maintain privacy, security, and helps keep the peace in your family by giving separate trusts, each containing separate wallets to those that you love. Next, there's an incapacity clause in the trust. This clause is designed to allow your successor trustee to take over your duties if you become unable to manage your own affairs. I suggest you name a medical doctor to make the decision as to your incapacity. Also, select a backup doctor in case your first doctor predeceases you. The next step to get your cryptocurrency trust going is to execute the trust documents and transfer the cryptocurrency into your trust. To execute your trust, please follow the formalities of executing a will in your state, and the following steps will work. You should have 2 disinterested witnesses for your signature and a notary to witness that you, as the trustee and grantor, have executed your trust in front of 2 disinterested witnesses. This will allow your trust to come into existence. And you also want to fill out your Schedule A form, which lists the property you are transferring into your trust. You list the name of your trust, your name as the trustee and grantor, and the trustee and grantors yourself each sign the Schedule A. And you will fund the trust when you sign the trust with the Schedule A. And voila, you have created a cryptocurrency personal property trust. You've taken a great step to help your friends and your family easily receive the wealth you have saved and earned through your crypto investing. So what is next? My next video that explains what to do with your private key to your trust and how to physically manage the trust holding your cryptocurrency. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have comments or questions, please let me know. Also, please scroll down to the description area below and click on the Show More button to access the correct and official sites and links.